Hi, my name is Shivangi and I'm the solutions engineer at Orgzit. So we've already talked about how we can send SMSs manually through Orgzit. So we've already discussed that we can set up action configs and then have custom actions around them to manually send SMSs. So that includes clicking on a button every time that we need to send a message, right? But there might be times when we want to make it a little condition based. So that can be done by use of workflows in Orgzit. So let me give you an example. So let's say you have something like an order management system and you want to send SMSs to your customers every time their order stage is changed. So you want to send a message whenever an order is placed, then when an order is in progress of delivery, and once when an order is delivered. So now for every stage, you'll have to send a message manually, but that is not a very efficient method to do it. So for that, we have workflows, so you can make it more condition based. So whenever a stage is changed, whenever that condition is met, an SMS is triggered. So we'll be learning this process in this video. So for doing that, you just have to set up a workflow for the already created action config, right? So I just go to the table settings to do that. So now we already have covered how we make an action config. I just cover it very quickly again. So I'll just show you my own action config that is here. So I've just created the type of action as SMS and I've named my SMS. I have chosen my recipient to be the field, which means that to be the customer phone, which is there in my record. Then I've chosen the data field, that is customer phone, and I've entered the template. So this is one basic sample template that I've used here. And you've saved it, right? So this is my action config, and now I'm going to use it in my workflow. So just above that, you can create a new workflow by clicking on this, and I'll just give a random name, like let's just give it send SMS. And now I want that whenever a change is made, so I will choose the event type as post save, right? Now I'll select the condition group to be, let's say I'm talking about lead, not age, I'll be talking about lead stage, right? So I want whenever my lead stage, let's say contains, you can choose any value or field. So I'll choose a value. So whenever my lead stage has a value 1, so that is one of my lead stages. Lead 1 is my stage. So I've mentioned that whenever my lead stage contains 1, that means that whenever my lead stage has 1 in it, so now I understand that my lead stage has been converted, or it can be qualified. You can name it according to your own use case. So when this happens, I want to set up an action, workflow action. So I will choose the action to be an action config that we've already created. And I'll select the action config as registration successful. That means that whenever this condition is met, I want an SMS to be sent, right? And the SMS would be sent to the lead that I've already mentioned in my action config. So we have already configured the SMS, and now we're just setting the workflow to trigger that SMS, right? So you can write any conditions here. For example, if you want the date to be a certain date, and then you want the SMS to go on a certain date, or you want the SMS to be sent on a particular lead change. So you can make these conditions as per your requirement, and then you just have to save this workflow. Now, whenever the condition will be met, this SMS will be sent, and you can always go and edit this, and then you can change the template if you feel like so, or as per the conditions, whenever the condition will be met, these SMSs will be sent. So this is one very efficient method, because now you don't really have to go and manually click on a button to send SMSs each time, because that can it results in a very inefficient process, and you might miss out on your leads, you might miss out on sending messages. But once you've set up a process, a standardized process like this, whenever the condition is met, your SMS are sure to be met.